Hey there, it's Bernardo, and you're watching Vibe Code with me. It's this series where I'm reviewing a lot of different AI coding agents, vibe coding tools, and I reviewed some IDEs and I was reviewing now some CLIs like Cloud Code and Codex, but I'm gonna go back to another kind of like IDE experience because someone commented on the video asking me to review. I had that on another list that I made, and I'm really excited to try that out before we go back to the CLIs. So thanks for the comment, and if you want me to review something else, leave a comment down below. I will be happy to try. So today we're gonna be testing try. I didn't thought about this joke though. Try. I don't even know how to spell that. Um, but yeah, so it is. So they have a few different products. So if you come here, you see there's like try. I don't even know how to spell it. TRAE. I'm gonna call it TRAE. It seems like TRAE. IDE. They have Solo and they have the plugin. So plugin, I think was the first thing that they released. It's just like another plugin for VS Code and also for JetBrains. I don't want to test that. I want to. So there's this IDE, but then on the same IDE they have this Solo mode, and I'm gonna go into that. So just look at this. So it's another from what I could look. It seemed like just another VS Codium based IDE, but they have this thing called Solo, so it seems you can like switch between modes. Um, they have this Solo. Let me see if I can see on the Solo thing. Yeah, let's do this without sound. But yeah, so okay, this is yeah. But the main idea is that why the website is so slow? The main idea is that they have this mode called Solo, uh, maybe on the docs, where you can. It's a more like AI, more vibe coding focused session. So why this does is not loading? Okay, yeah, whatever. Uh, solo mode. Why these docs are so weird? Okay, but pretty much they can change between a VS Code like experience and a more AI vibe coding focused thing. I don't know. They seem to also see that they say it's the same thing, TRAE ID and Solo. On the docs, they seem to also have kind of like spec driven development approach, similar maybe to Kiro. Like they have its own. Where was the there was the I think it was on the homepage. Yeah, the land page is a little bit weird. Uh, where was that? Yeah, so it seems there is this flow thing, and then they have this dock thing. So my assumption, and I might be wrong, is that they might have their own. Oh, this is how I plan, and this is how I execute. I'm not sure how well this is gonna fit with the existing project that I'm doing, where I'm reviewing and using this and doing the same project, starting with the same base. Um, because it seems that this solo builder also wants to. I did this video where I was reviewing what I was calling the 0 to 1 hero, like lovable and V0 and whatnot. And it seems that they have this solo builder, which is more like that. So if you want to start something from scratch, they have this its own thing. I don't know. I'm coming to this without ever using it. So I'm just gonna see how it goes, but I'm gonna try to do the same project and starting from the same template. Uh, I might not be testing the whole potential of what they are trying to achieve here. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, they have a bunch of a nice MCP configuration UI, and yeah, I'm not sure where I saw this spec-driven development part. Modes. Solo builder. Okay. So the Solo Builder is an agent that helps you build professional and fully functional web applications You only need to describe your basic requirements in Solo language, in natural language. Solo Builder will automatically take care of the rest, including selects the most suitable AI model for the task, analyzing your needs, generating a PRD, writing code, and producing a previewable result. So I'm not gonna go full into this flow because I already have a PRD. So I'm not sure how that's gonna play. Yeah, we're gonna test. Yeah, but I have some interesting things like you can there's a browser and then you can integrate. I think we had that on Windsurf. It was a little bit weird. You open a Chromium thing and another was not like that integrated. I think they seem to be doing a lot of UI thing in Tray try. I don't know. So yeah, this seems interesting. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna install it. See if it has on Brew, and then I'm gonna install and try it. Tray. I don't know. The naming is weird. Please, someone, if you know how to spell the name correctly, just let me know. But yeah, let's go install this. I'm gonna see if there's something in Brew. Let's say try. Is that a thing? And by the way, I think this is a Chinese company. So there's this TRAE thing. But yeah, I'm going to install this. So I'm just gonna open my terminal, do this, and see and open it for the first time. Okay, so installing it. Again, I'm not gonna test the plugin thing. I'm gonna focus on their IDE. I guess their agent probably gonna be similar. So yeah. All right, try is here. I'm gonna struggle with pronouncing this thing a lot. All right, there's a get started. Let's see. Oh, there's a deep blue. I mean, I'm just gonna go with dark language, speak English. Yeah, I think it's a VS Code thing. I'm not gonna import anything. Yeah, I guess this is just to launch the thing from the console. Yeah, a second. Let me just type my password. All right, so oh, I have to sign in, of course, to use their thing. I'm gonna see their pricing. Uh, okay, so they're heavily discounted now. I guess they're trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, I only have 10 fast requests of premium models. I think I'm gonna pay this $3. Yeah. Log in. I might have to cut this. All right, I'm gonna log in with GitHub. All right. Wait, what? Action on my behalf. Okay, yeah. The only thing you can do, I think, is read email addresses. Okay. Yeah, I think GitHub just changed. Okay, just can just read my email. Just got a notification from. Yeah, the only permission is to view my email address. Why didn't logged in? I'm gonna try it again. Okay, logged in. I might have to cut this. Okay, it doesn't show anything. I'm gonna plan and billing. Let's upgrade to Pro for $3. Yeah, I mean it's not a good deal. I'm gonna do this first month discount. Get started. I mean what? it is even this thing. This is shady. I'm gonna generate a one-time credit card. But yeah, I'm gonna pay this and I'm gonna be right back. All right, I upgraded. I'm gonna log in. All right, we are here. Okay, I was successfully upgraded to Pro. Explore now. Okay, solo mode is in beta testing. Okay. Oh, I need to. Oh, I need to join the wait list. Okay, really, I might have to stop this video then. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna return as soon as I get this. I'm gonna just stop here and then we will see in the future. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna try to join the wait list and see if I can get access to that. Yeah, I'm really frustrated because they didn't make it clear that there was a wait list here, and I feel like kind of scammed because I just paid the $3. I was excited to test this out, and it doesn't seem like I need to join a waitlist. I just feel scammed. That's weird. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, and I will see if that happens. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna record another video about some other tool and just to keep the content flowing. This I feel kind of like scammed. I hope I get access before the first month. Otherwise, I would be really pissed because I feel like I just donated $3 to test something and I'm not getting it. So a little bit weird. But yeah, if the video continues right now, it is because I got it really soon. But yeah, maybe you'll never see this video because I'm gonna get even madder. But yeah, maybe see you soon for you, but on a while for me, but hopefully also soon for me. So it's been almost 2 months since I started recording this video. And even though I've been paying for the pro plan to get access to Solo through the waitlist since then, I never got it. However, earlier this week, I received this email saying that TRAE Solo will got into general availability today, November 12th. So we will test now TRAE Solo with yeah with the update that is now generally available. So I think I should be able to just update the app. So I'm just gonna try and see if maybe I just need to do like some update or something. Yeah, maybe I just need to check for updates. Yeah, so just gonna download the latest version, and this should give me access to the solo mode. Installing update. By the way, the UI it's really clean. Can I make this bigger? Yeah. Restart to update. Yeah, so now I should have access to. Amazing. So we have access to that. And yeah, that's going to be fun. We're finally going to be able to test this. Okay, so yeah, it has the solo coder and the solo builder. So I have to learn which one I should use. Okay, so solo coder is for complex work, and solo builder is okay. Solo builder, I guess, is the yeah. I think the solo builder is something more kind of like lovable kind of approach, while the solo coder is more uh, generic agent. That's my feeling from here. I need to read more. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Try now. I mean, I've been paying. I am logged in. 1 second. Yes, I've been paying for the TRAE Pro plan. I'm not sure what this free trial means, if it means I'm not gonna use my credits or what. But yeah, okay. All right, so here's the distinction. Okay. Yeah, so Solo Builder, I think, is for creating projects from scratch. So kind of like Lovable. Deliver projects efficiently for individuals and small teams, align the full workflow from requirements to release, integrate all database. Yeah. So this is more like this, yeah, I like that they offer both things. I'm not going to be testing Solo Builder in this video. I think I will do another video, a smaller one, just testing out this. We're going to probably be focusing on the Solo Coder to compare more with all the other things. So yeah, iterations, bug fixes, refactoring large projects, plan tests intelligently, and drives execution with precision, orchestrate. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the thing that I'm going to test. I'm going to test the Solo Coder. But yeah, by the way, you can switch between the IDE mode, and on the IDE mode, we do have a few. There's a lot of things. Okay, so chat builder and builder with MCP. Okay, I think this builder just have some built-in tools, and then we can add more things with this builder. Okay, so this builder with MCP would be like something else, but yeah, okay. So this, so the Solo Coder has extra, so it has the tools, and it also has sub-agents, maybe. Okay, so when I do this, it changes back to this. Okay, so yeah, I have callable agents and I have MCP servers. Okay. All right, can I open a project? Okay, yeah, I can open a folder, clone with repository, connect to remote host. Okay, we have some interesting things here. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to control like what. Oh, maybe I can create a new. Okay. Okay. There's a bunch of different tools like doc view, browser, diff view. Okay, we're gonna take a look at all of that. Oh, there's a Figma. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to read, see if there's a way to add project-specific things like MCP servers. But we're gonna do that when we start the project setup. Yeah, maybe I should just give okay. And there's a plan mode. Okay. All right, there's voice input. Okay. Build me a tic-tac-toe game. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah. This voice input is interesting if you're like hyper lazy. Okay. So this max mode is usage-based billing. Okay. So it seems that you cannot use this with like the pro plan, which is, I guess, has some tokens. Yeah, I'm just going to delete this. Let me open a folder here. I'm going to open GitHub. Yeah, let me open any of these. Yeah, whatever. Okay, trust the authors. My question is, if I start multiple tests in parallel, for example, change the UI to Mantine UI. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to do plan, send. Okay, so I can integrate with Figma. Not sure how that goes. I'm not going to use that. Yeah, if you want me to do a video just about the Figma integration, let me know. Okay, integrations. Okay, so this is for the solo builder, right? I can connect to Supabase, Vercel, AI services to, yeah, and Stripe. Okay, yeah, this is cool. I integrate with these things and then it builds the whole app for us. Yeah, I will do a video on solo builder probably this weekend or something. I'm gonna see if I have the time. Although, yeah, this is only free until Saturday. So I think I'll try to do something on Friday night. Okay, and my question is, what happens if I start a new task? And let's, for example, create a new beautiful landing page, whatever. That's it. Optimize my input. Now let's see that. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna see what happens if I don't send the execute. I mean, honestly, I just realized that this is really bad. I don't want to use SAS for styling. So let me stop it. You know what? Never mind. No need to use CSS preprocessor other than Post CSS because it's already configured. Yeah, let's see if it goes. And I want to see like if that thing like. Okay, let's see the. Okay, nice. So it creates this doc. 1 second. So it has this doc view. Nice. Yes, this is interesting. Like it generates a diagram. I think supports like mermaid and some other stuff. Again, you can get that with VS Code, but it's just nice that they have a lot of these things built up. Oh, I can edit the plan myself. Okay. This is what is what you get. Okay, this is cool. How do I add a diagram? Can I add a diagram? Oh, nice. Code block. Mermaid. Flow shot. Nice. Yeah. Flow shot. I forgot how to write mermaid. Class diagram. Yeah, whatever. It does support mermaid. I never remember how to actually do that. How do I delete this now? Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna execute it. Okay. Yeah. Now what I want to know is like, how does it handle changing things in parallel? I don't know if it's doable for that, but yeah, I'm gonna let it cook for a while. I'm gonna have my dinner, and then I'm gonna be right back to see if those things conflicted. And yeah, and then okay, nice. There's some. They have like this task thing. Can you see it here? If you okay. Okay, agents. I can create custom agents. Okay. Okay. So this flow is to follow the AI. Okay, yeah. They're like doing Apple kind of thing where they create custom names for things that everybody does as well. But yeah. Yeah, so this is my question, right? So I'm doing this here, but then if I come here to the editor, I also gonna have that thing here. So yeah, kind of like, yeah. I wish they had integrated with. Yeah, maybe there was something here that I didn't knew. Like, yeah, it would be cool to have support for things. Yeah. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop this. Yeah. Yeah. Honest. Oh, okay. Preview web page. Okay. Let's see the browser. Oh, it has stuff running. Okay, how do I see the terminals? Okay, so these are the terminals that the thing has. Okay, and why this is not loading? Yeah. Okay, but cool. There is the browser integrated, and I think this is cool because I can come here and I can select like this whole thing here. I guess. Yeah. I wish this was better. Okay. Oh, it just stopped. Okay. Continue. I don't know why it stopped though, but yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop. Let's jump into project setup. I think we're gonna have more value going through the whole thing. So yeah, see you in a bit. All right. So as usual for the project setup, I'm gonna clone this repository. Use this as template. Create new repository. Gonna call Expensify try, and yeah, create repository. And I'm gonna do one thing slightly different. I wanna test. So here I can clone Git repository. Let's try clone from GitHub. Okay, I need to do that. I just want to see how that goes. Okay, I might need to copy this. Copying, okay, copying continue to GitHub. Okay, open. Okay. Okay, so I will authenticate this. Be right back. Right, so I should be connected now. And I should be able to come here, Expensify. Okay, nice. Just want to check how that goes. Okay, and then I select where I want to put it. Yeah, just a nice interface for that. But yeah. Right, and I guess if I open the terminal. Okay, as it was the authors, if I open the terminal. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could have done that all the way, but I just wanted to test this because it was here. Okay. Yeah, so it shows some recent stuff. Let me remove this from the list. Okay, nice. So we are here. And now I need to figure out how it is to configure some of these things, right? So I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to docs. And I want to see like the instructions file, right? So I'm going to come here to Solo Coder. And I want to see if there's a way. Okay, Solo Coder uses max mode. It cannot be changed. In max, billing is based on the number of tokens used. Yeah, okay, there's this max mode thing. This max mode design require. Okay. Yeah, so this is increase. Okay, the auto mode. Yeah, okay. I guess it changes like the context size and a few things. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if these are the models that it uses for the max mode and the solo mode. Max mode and the solo mode. There's two modes. Okay, but yeah, I wonder if it uses Kimi K2 and GPT-5. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I want to check context overview. Okay, model context protocol. Add manually. Okay, well, I want to understand the configuration. Okay, so Q is the auto completion. Okay. Yeah, next added prediction, I guess, kind of thing. Okay. Rules. Let's see the rules. Okay, so it lives in the TRAE rules directory. All right. And can we set up? Yeah, let's just try one thing here then. Yeah, let's see if I can come here and configure the MCP tools, add MCP servers, and just add like something like, yeah, whatever, like Puppeteer. I want to know, does this live anywhere here? Yeah, my question is this for this project or let's try some other thing open. Yeah, that was the authors. Yeah, so this seems to be global. Yeah, how do I delete this now? Can't I delete? I don't think I can delete now. Hey, what? There's no way to delete. If I do this and save. Huh. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a way to delete this thing. Like once I, and also how do I add another one? If I come in here, if I change back to the IDE mode. Yeah, I wonder if I add so Prisma technically has integration like MCP feature, right? And I wonder if I can. Yeah, this is interesting. There doesn't seem to be a way for me to delete the tool. Yeah, they need to. Yeah, they need to figure that out. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I will, however, come here. Yeah, go back here. I'm gonna new rule. Is that a? Yeah, let's just read it again on the rules. Create project rule. settings. There's a settings icon here. Yeah, there's not, but I'll create manually. Not sure if that rule will be included in the solo coder. Maybe it's not, but I will anyway. So that's going to be try and rules. And I'm going to copy this. Yeah, I'm going to call it project rules. Project rules. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to work. And that's all I'm going to do for the project setup. So I'm going to do git status git add dot commit shan project setup. All right. And yeah, this is all I'm going to do. Again, I will be testing this solo coder mode. Maybe during the whole thing, I will change to the ID mode just so you can see the differences. But yeah, let's start planning the tasks. All right, so we're going to use that prompt here that we use for everything. I'm gonna do that on. Yeah, let me make this smaller. I want to do this with plan and see how that goes. So I'm gonna paste it here. / product maybe. Okay, this is all right. So yeah, so add here is to mention another agent. So I guess we can have like an agent for like backend, sub agent kind of thing. So this is how we add a that folder, and that's gonna be product. Yeah, okay. Right, so I'm gonna change this to hash and pure domain. Okay, perfect. Change this to hash, and that's gonna be folder tasks. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. Should be fine. Okay, so I guess this search agent seems to be not like web search. It seems to be for indexing the code base, I guess. You can see like search code base. I'm not sure. What is it about? Yeah, this is gonna be weird because we are planning to write a plan. Not sure you're gonna be the best, but yeah, let's just see how that goes. I mean, it's checking a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so it is loading this thing. Yeah, so I guess this is the. Okay, yeah, there's indexing. Yeah, so this is for the tab completion. Oh yeah, let me just do this trust pnpm install. Just want to do that while we're here. And yeah, I also need to terminate some Docker stuff. Okay, sorry, I had to close a few things from work. Okay, let's see the. All right. Yeah. So let's see what is the plan. I wonder if I can like ask it to do changes. Okay. Deliver core expense. Focusing on P0 features. Yeah. I don't. I normally don't like doing that. But yeah. I think to have a more fair comparison, I think I will do this because then I want to see how it handles, extra migrations and changing and all the other details. So I'm gonna ask it not to do that. Uh, Cross-org data is blocked. Okay. Okay. I want to say let's not do database design up front. Instead, we should change the database schema when implementing each feature, so we can revise the data model at that point. We might include what we think is a good idea in the tasks already, but shouldn't be considered final until we actually implement the feature. Other than that, yeah, other than that, everything seems fine. Uh, Also, UI must be delivered on each feature. We might want to prepare a UI foundation and shells before all the features are implemented to make it easier to add them. Foundation and shells beforehand. Yeah, before the features are implemented. Maybe after the org creation management feature. So the UI shells can be org aware. Other than that, but this is a good, like, I like this plan. Like, it gives me a good idea of what the API looks like and a nice, and this is cohesive. Like, I like this. Oh, this is so good, actually. I like this. Integration tests. Yeah. Let's not do integration. Let's not do integration tests for now. The way we do transactional Prisma testing already exercises a good portion of the stack. Just with the data seeded or with the exception of the UI. We can have a test task in the end about setting up each tests that goes through the browser or something like that. But it shouldn't be part of the tests. Okay, other than that, yeah, I think this should be good enough. Outlanding an org switcher, org dashboard. Yeah. About the UI pages, we might need two app shells. One for when a org exists is selected, and one for when it is not. For example, when the user first logs in and when creating a new org. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. Let's send this. Yeah, one thing that's going to be hard to evaluate on this thing is that because of this, it's going to be hard to give you like a hint on the pricing on how much those things would cost. Yeah, at least this adjustment was much faster. I wonder if I can see the difference like easily. Okay. Show diff. Yeah, hard to see the diff. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't show like a diff. Okay. Yeah, let's just reread it. Implement organization invitations. I mean, how would we do this one before this one? Yeah. You know, like, how can one possibly do the organization invitations before even adding the organization schema? I guess test 1 needs to be done after test 2. Oh, it didn't updated this thing. Update the plan. It probably missed the to call to create this artifact, right? Interesting. It got lost. Okay, yeah, okay. Nice. Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change this thing and just put it here. Yes, and I'm going to take this away from here and put it here. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so I can, so I save this and execute. Yeah, let's see if we're gonna figure out. So I just changed the order of some stuff. Okay, nice. I wonder like where this. Oh, okay, documents live here. Yeah, I wonder if we can like. Yeah, I think my whole prompt is kind of like conflicting with this whole idea that they have the documents here. Because probably like the best would be to like. Okay, wait a second, stop. Okay. Yeah, let me just test one thing. Copy. I'm gonna paste it here. Paste. And I want to come here and come to this. Right, and if I add to the chat, okay. Yeah, this begin with task one was because I said we can start implementing after that. And yeah, that was my bad. That's the prompt was not great. I wonder if we should move this to documents. I don't think it's necessary, honestly. I think we can just come here and do git status. Yeah, git add dot git remove that spam. Docs created tasks. Yeah, and then now I will create a new task here, and yeah, and then I'll send the task and let it plan, and yeah, so that's gonna be it. Let's start. All right, so I'm gonna do let's do it's task one, and I'm gonna put plan, and I'm gonna send it. Yeah, this is just VS Code.
Let me make this maybe bigger so you can read better. So I wonder what it's gonna do. Like, will it create like a document for that task? And let me see this thought. Yeah, I just said he got it. Yeah, this does feel like it plans a lot, which means, if you break down into really, really small tasks, you might be spending like too much. Like, this might be good to say, hey, do this really big feature, and then it will figure out like all the smaller steps. And then you can review like this bigger plan. I feel like this is wasting like a lot of energy looking at through a lot of things. Like it is thinking a lot. Like it's definitely like, okay, for organization model, use like it is thinking through a lot of stuff. Like a lot of tokens are being wasted here. Which, don't get me wrong, it might be a good thing, especially if you don't have like a lot of like ideas. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Implement core organization and entities. Yeah, this planting seems to research a lot. Take Prisma, schema Prisma to add organization role, user organization, generation migration and client, no backfield, no data backfield needed. API, create organization, register router, membership, and guard roles, add a small guard utility, require membership. Oh, that's nice. I like this. Okay. Not a member, sufficient role. Use guard procedures that accept org ID, keep inputs explicit and type safe. Okay. UI routes. Orgs page shows list of includes org create form. Great. Display organization details. Navigate it from org list switcher to satisfy switching via route structure. That's a good thing. Components org switcher uses API and renders links. Okay, this is the client component, server component. Integrate switcher in the app layout under the app shell if desired. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're gonna need multiple. Yeah, okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to come here and I'm gonna say create a. So this should go actually in org/org ID /layout. Create a org focused org shell, basic UI shell. Yeah, because I don't want to put this in the like app layout because some stuff will not have the org switcher in it. Okay, keep test fast and isolated with transactional Prisma testing. Yes. maybe extract shared test setup to a vtest server.setup.ts file and configuring the vtest config that will do both the out mock and the db mock replace with transactional testing utility. Yes. Yes, I like this. These are good. Okay, now I think I can. Right, execute. Let me just start this. Okay, wait a second. Okay. cp.end.example.env. Sorry, I had forgotten to copy the .end.example to .env. You might run the migration again now. And it just ignored. Like it thinks it okay. Okay. It is fixing stuff. Alright. Perfect. Yeah, I like how it like updated the tasks and like actually just lied to itself. Actually, this is really cool. I like this. Really simple. Oh, interesting. But how does it know which one is selected? Yeah, I guess we're just gonna. Okay. I forgot to await the params. Next.js definitely gonna complain about it. Oh, let me just do one thing here. Package.json. Let me change this to run. Okay, open preview. Sign in, localhost. Gonna do an example.com. Gonna come here to localhost 825. Sign in. And I guess go to orgs. Yeah, okay. New my org. Create. Yeah, it's not, probably just not. Yeah, was just not, okay. All right, let's create another org. Another org. Create. Open. Yeah. This is the org switcher. I mean, it's fine. There's a task to create the. But yeah, we can. Creating org doesn't invalidate this field. Let's see if we can fix it. I mean, I know how to fix it. I'm just testing how fast that is. Yeah, these nested tabs here just confuse me a little bit. I guess if I make this smaller, it's much better. Honestly, just because I'm making this big so people can read easily. I saw that people watch these on their phone and some on the TV. So yeah, I'm trying to make this good for people to watch. Okay, let's see the changes. Let's just test a new thing. New org. Yeah, I mean, it had some weird stuff happening. Not sure why that's the, like, yeah, this UI is just really bad. But yeah, okay. I guess that's good enough for task one, right? Have we changed task one status? Update progress in task 001. Okay, I'm gonna do npm test npm type check npm lint fix lint and type check issues. And even though I set it here, you haven't done that. Okay, let's see if it fixes. Open diff. Nice. I mean, you can do. Yeah, come on, you can do this. It clearly, so come on, you clearly can do better. Yeah, it doesn't seem to think too much. Like just ran that thing, but didn't even check. Yeah, but I can remove this now, and I can come here and remove this now. And then I can run the npm check. This should have everything set up. All right, perfect. So yeah, let's just add everything. Sorry, I'm gonna make this one smaller. Yeah, no, that's gonna be too small for most people. Okay. Save all changes, and I'm gonna say fit implement task one. All right. Let's push these changes. Okay, and don't show again. I can change this. I can view changes as tree or as a list. Okay. Yeah, this is just VS Code stuff. Okay, perfect. So let's start. New task. Let's do task 002. I'm gonna put plan again. I wonder if this optimizer input like reads the task file. Yeah, I don't want integration tests. Documenting technical. Okay, so I started with task 2 now. it is planning. I use the generate, uh, the improved prompt thing. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna let it think, and I'm gonna be right back. All right. By the way, cool thing. Whenever it finishes and needs my attention, it does this kind of noise. So I was just like doing other stuff, reviewing the plans for the next videos, and we got this. So let's take a look at this requirement analysis. Authentications uses next auth and node mailer magic code. Mutation. Okay. Why would we need to add a new thing? Wait a second. Auth login. Like why would we need to do that? Okay. We already have working magic link login. No need to re-implement anything. Okay. Add invitation, fields ID, token, email, organization ID, role, status, expires at, created by user ID. Okay. Constraints, unique active invite per organization ID and email when status equals pending. Okay. References, existing org models, all right. Procedures, invitation, issue, revoke, list for org, get by token. Okay, this is nice. So this is what the get by token is public because it wants to show. Okay, this is nice. Preserve token via search params. I want to see how that is done. Secure random single use 48-hour expiry. Okay, configurable. Prevent token enumeration. Limited info from get by token. Generic error messages. Yeah, okay. Authorization. Admin only issue revoke list. I mean, honestly, this is like because the get by token is generated. Yeah, I don't know what it, but yeah, okay, this should be fine. Okay, I want to see this mail delivery. Okay, I think it will. Yeah, I don't think you can reuse this. Yeah, I'm going to execute it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is using GPT-5. I'm almost sure. Like this feels like GPT-5, where it thinks a lot and plans everything and then executes everything really fast, but it plans a lot ahead, which is something that I like for things when you want to send it, forget it, and then review it. Which I think for this kind of experience where we are, yeah, they were trying to look more of these like delegate tasks and not like pair program as much. Okay. Yeah, but also the other reason why I think this is using GPT-5 is because it's not as fast as Sonnet 4.5. Again, I think for, yeah, because they don't do, uh so yeah, again, Verdant just screwed everything for me. Now I'm always comparing things to Verdant AI. Yeah, because they don't do Git, not subtrees. What is the name of the, yeah, whatever, the Git thing where you create forks of your own code locally. It means that things will, you cannot like parallelize as much, and because you cannot parallelize as much, it is. I would rather have a faster model, right? Something that does things faster, because I'm going to be doing one task at a time. I'm not going to be parallelizing. Yeah, I think where GPT-5 shines is, I send a bunch of things doing things in parallel. Still trying to reduce the conflicts and whatnot, but allowing it to run in parallel without like, yeah, without both things changing the same code base at the same time. Because the issue with that is that a compilation error generated by one agent will now be seen by the other one, which will think, oh, I made a mistake, and then I'm going to try to fix that, and then maybe both of them will fix the same thing. Okay, so we finished planning. Now it's going to create the tasks for this bigger task, and now I think now it's going to be really fast. It's going to execute like, so we'll be like 8 minutes on this task, a little bit more because the planning I was. Yeah, I can check how Git LG. Yeah, so in 13 minutes, I think now it's gonna do like in 5 minutes everything, or maybe even less. Yeah, this thing doesn't exist yet. Yeah, it's gonna do it now. This Verso URL. Yeah, I need to add. I'm gonna help with while it runs. So I'm gonna do pn add -d types node mailer reload TypeScript reload project. Yeah, this Verso URL. I think we have the next out. Uh, Yeah, I think how do I restart the language servers? No, that's not what I want. Oh, yes, this is invitations, no? I forgot to generate the database. I mean, it actually ran it in watch. What? Okay, it's figured out. Okay, let me stop. Let's go to the terminal. You need to run npm test reset. Remember to do that anytime the schemas change. Anytime you do changes to the schema, so the test DB is also updated. You're overthinking it, man. I already. Okay, you just went crazy. So, was this file actually generated by it? Let me. Yeah, you shouldn't be creating migrations yourself, man. Okay, I need to. Yeah, okay. npm prisma generate. Prisma migrate. Oh, npm db generate. Add invitations. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I need to. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go to project rules. Handling database changes. Prefer Prisma generated migrations. You shouldn't be creating migrations manually. Instead, you should change the S npm exec prisma migrate dev help. Run pm db generate dash name to specify a. Yeah, I don't like this db generate thing, but yeah, because it's different than the Prisma generate. After you made changes to the database, remember to run npm test reset to sync the test db with the new migrations. You need to create an index or some other migration not supported by Prisma. Test create only to npmdb generate. You just create an empty migration file. Right? I guess I do npm db generate dash create only dash name. Do that. It just creates this new thing called do that, right? Yeah, but I'm gonna delete that. Update it and then run npm db generate again to migrate it. Okay, I think this should be enough context. And now I'm going to npm test reset. I fixed your mistakes. You should not be creating migrations manually unless needed to do something not supported by Prisma directly. Test should, let me do npm test. Now I'll be testing. I don't know why it keeps, running with test watch. Even though that's so bad. Okay, let's test. Let's go to browser, refresh. Oh yeah, I need to go back to the terminal, sorry. And I need to come here, stop npm dev again. Now I should be able to load this. There's an error when opening the org page, likely due to client versus server components. Check term. How do I pass it? The terminal. I'm just gonna copy this whole thing. Add to chat. That's not what you need to do. You're not gonna fix it. I told you. That's not the issue. I mean, I know Next.js is confusing. I know, but come on. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna have the issue now, but the thing will load. Well, yeah, actually, still, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it myself. That's not okay. That's not the fix. What you need to do is to move the call to get by ID to client component and use prefetch instead. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to do. I mean, I might be wrong, but this is how I've done in a lot of other cases. Okay, let me just for sake of like testing this out, I'm gonna restart it and come here and refresh. Oh man, I hate this thing. Yeah, okay. You didn't create a UI to send invitations, to manage invitations. I mean, yeah, this is too slow. Yeah, we've been almost like 90 minutes into this thing. Like 60 minutes probably. This doesn't make any sense. Why does it need to list? Okay. Make your life easier by including current role in the result of result of get org by ID. Yeah, this should work, right? Someone an example. Okay, yes, it's gonna update things. So many errors. So now it was the what? Yeah, actually, man, I hate Next.js so much. I Yeah, but let me just test the thing works. I hate this whole thing. But yeah, someone at example.com. Okay. Yeah, so the invitation was sent. So let me just open a browser here, localhost 8025. Gonna accept invitation. Okay, nice. Sign in. Someone at example.com. And let's see. Nice, it went back to that thing. That's cool. Accept invitation. Another arc. Yeah, I don't know why this is, yeah. I hate this. I hate Next.js, honestly. I really hate it. Even though I've been doing this for like 80 hours, 100 hours, I still get lost and it'll be like, oh, yeah, why this is like, I don't even know like where this is being called like, yeah, and also like Nextalt. Maybe, I don't know if this is a Nextalt issue, if this is TRPC, if this is Next.js. I don't know. For my future projects, I honestly just want to use Betteralt, and maybe this will fix some of these issues. And also, I really like ORPC. Yeah, I want to see how those play together. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna test that someday. But yeah, I digress. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna stage everything. I'm gonna say fit test you implemented, and then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna say there is still a TRPC error when doing the server side rendering. Like, and I think it's just the server side rendering, right? Like network. Yeah, it's just a server side rendering. Rendering. Will that thing fix? I don't think that will fix though. The issue is still there. Okay, it's just losing it. I'm going to discard. Discard changes. Discard all changes. Whatever. I'm gonna ask it to do in another moment. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say, let's do task 0003 and also fix the annoying issue with TRPC out setup going to /or/id is resulting in an error. And let's just open the unauthorized error when calling list mine. Is list mine that is the one being called? Wait a second. List organization is fine. Yeah. You want to see if planning it will, you know, fix it for good. Right, yeah, I'm gonna be right back and once the plan is over. Oh, I feel so stupid now. So, yeah, I had a. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I came back here. Oh boy, I wasn't recording. My bad. But yeah, so the main issue was that the yeah this was missing hydrate client. Try couldn't figure it out. I figured. Yeah, when you pass org switcher, it straight here to this server side thing. It runs the query, so you have to wrap anything that does queries into hydrate client. That was the main issue. So yeah, so that's it. That's my bad, but I fixed it. And then yeah, I was just iterating a little bit with the docs and the plans, and now I asked it to start implementing. So yeah, we're gonna wait and see how it goes. And I'm sorry for not recording this. Oh, now starting to have a lot of like failed things. Interesting. Okay, it can do these things now. Okay, let's see these components. Header. No wonder. Yeah, I feel like this is a disaster waiting to happen because this is doesn't specify that is server side. While most of the things in the components are client side. Yeah, man, I hate Next.js. And I'm tired too. Like literally, there's an error. Yeah, this is clearly okay. Like literally, can't you even figure? Yeah, this is so bad. Yeah, they created all this hype, and honestly, you're better off with Cloud Code. I know this is toxic. I really like the UI, but yeah, I will test the solo builder, which is another thing, and might be good for that. But this thing here, I would rather just use Cloud Code or something else. Okay. Such bad UI though. Yeah, this is clearly vibe coded BS. The org switcher needs to be changed to a drop down menu and included in the org layout, ideally in the sidebar. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, this was cool actually. Okay, I'm gonna do this weird. Okay, I'm gonna do this weird thing. Feet, cement, test tree. I'm going to. Okay, this UI is too vibe coded. The vibe coded style. Make it look more professional and less more professional and professional, clean, streamlined. What doesn't show in the bar of the page when content is too short. I want to see how that goes. Sorry about that. I need some water. That's great. It fixed. That's amazing. Finally, we need a link in the org switcher to create a new org. And I think I can just come here, organizations, create. Oh, yeah, that actually is unreadable. Nice. Yeah, I really like this select thing. It helps a lot. Much better. All right. Perfect. Yeah, I think this should be good enough for now. Yeah, so I like that browser feature with the select thing. So yeah, that's cool. Repeat test tree adjustments. Uh, Update test 003 to progress. I think I forgot to do that. Yeah, we're almost on the 2 hour mark. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to stop here. I'm not gonna have a lot of time. Update test progress. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Already late, and we've been almost 2 hours. I think we learned everything we needed to. All right, so closing thoughts on TRAE, and I will do another follow up video just to review the TRAE builder instead of the TRAE coder. But yeah, honestly, the experience was underwhelming. I like the UI, the browser thing. I guess this is kind of similar to, I think Windsurf had a browser as well integrated into the experience, and I don't remember if it had this selecting, but I think it did. So I thought there are some cool stuff. The doc view is fine. I like the plan. Okay, so I do like the plan that generates a markdown file. Then you can edit this thing, and I think it was supposed to catch the changes that you've made, but I saw that sometimes it would get lost. Um, yeah, it worked when I changed. So the plan to generate the tasks, when I reordered the tasks, it worked. Um, yeah, so yeah, so that was really cool. So the build the plan. artifact and then build the whole thing is interesting. I still think that Kiro does it better though, like in terms of like organizing a spec driven development flow. And also you can use OpenSpec or SpecKit to do something similar elsewhere. But I like that they unified experience. The doc viewer is nice, and it's like this: what to see is what to get experience. So yeah, I think there's value, and I again, similar to what I think about Verdant. The UI and the UX are also really important. It's not just the capability, because honestly, you can probably do most things with most agents, right? If you configure them correctly, but is how they guide you through the whole experience. So yeah, for that, I think TRAE has some interesting things. Um, it has auto completion. The auto completion seemed good enough, and I think this is always a good value proposition because yeah, you can go with Claude Code, but then you also need some sort of like auto completion. So yeah, the way that I've been dealing with that is that I'm using ZAI auto completion alongside Cursor. So yeah, that having auto completion is an interesting thing. I haven't tested the other agents for the IDE mode, but then I guess I'm gonna have a similar opinion to Cursor. And Cursor honestly is doing something really really similar to that. I'm gonna do a follow up video on Cursor 2.0. They have a really similar thing. They have the Cursor plan, and then yeah, honestly, I think this is probably going to be really similar to Cursor in terms of how it works. Um, but yeah, the experience was nice. The UI was nice. I don't think, yeah, I have this problem with Codex. A lot of people like it, but I just feel like it misses a lot of whenever I make a correction, whenever I say, hey, also look at this thing, it seems to a lot of time lose track. And I had also these weird things where something failed and then it marked the task as complete anyways, even though the thing failed. And then I said, hey, you need to fix it. And like, yeah, whatever, and it skipped. I don't know. So something with the task completion was not quite right. I cannot explain, but it was just like ignoring parts of the plan. I was not thinking through whether things were completed or not. And I saw this in other agents here. I'm not going to recall all of them. But yeah. So my take is just for the solo coder, and yeah, I don't think this is that groundbreaking, yeah, that's the gist. And yeah, one thing that kind of like ruined my experience, that I was using all the fonts too big because people complain about the size of the text. But yeah, also, so in terms of parallel agents, is not better than Verdant that does the Git tree thing much better, work tree much better. Like even Cursor 2.0 also does the work tree. So I guess if they want to compete in that, it is becoming the agent orchestrator. They need to level up their game. I think if you want something like that, I think Cursor is probably a better option. And then if you cannot beat Cursor in any specific point, then it's kind of hard. So where I think they are focusing more, and this is something that I'll have to do another video because it doesn't fit on the script that I have for these videos, is on the Solo builder. So the Solo builder, I think, is more of a competitor to Lovable, right? And I think which is more like vibe coding, building things really fast, and deploying, like from idea to something deployed somewhere really fast. Which likely means they have, the preferred tools, what they're going to use, where they're going to deploy. They're going to use Supabase, they're going to use Stripe. Like the real vibe code. I call this series vibe code with me, but honestly, I'm evaluating more, engineering, AI assisted engineering. These terms are weird. People complain a lot of the term vibe coding, but the vibe coding type of things where I'm just creating these prototypes from idea to implementation really fast, which I think there's a lot of value on that, by the way. Uh, I think this TRAE Solo builder might be really interesting, and this might be something you want to consider, right? I, for example, created this app for my wife to manage, private lessons and some other stuff. I used leap.new. I have a video on my channel about these types of agents, and I really enjoy it. Now I'm gonna rewrite everything. I'm gonna, hey, this is the stack I'm gonna use. I'm gonna, go the more traditional approach, probably using OpenStack and OpenCode probably. Uh, but using the leap.new experience where I could prototype something and have it running somewhere really quickly is really good. I think there's a lot of value on that, and having that on the same pricing structure is interesting. However, I'm afraid of how much this would have costed. And yeah, this is free until uh, November 15, I guess. So that's gonna be Saturday afternoon here in Portugal, in the time zone. Uh, which means I don't know. If it's hard to say, oh, it is worth it, because I don't know how much that would cost. I know that this will be charged apart from the other thing. Going to be, going to use token based billing, whatever. So it's hard for me to judge how much this is going to cost. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have to check. But yeah, I think that's it. I think was an okay experience. There's some interesting things for sure, but nothing mind blowing so far. So yeah, keep an eye on. I will try to do this review on the TRAE builder, and I'll let you know. So if you like this video, leave a like down below, leave a comment. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.